continue my report here on June the 1st from the streetcar in Prague. June the 2nd, that is. We are on our way to Prague Castle, to Rajani, and we're going through a part of town right now that's called Mala Strana, which means the lesser town or the little quarter. And I just wanted to give you a little street view of Prague and what it looks like in this area. Prague Castle, I do believe, is the largest castle in Europe, right?
It's the castle era.
I'm looking forward to that, and it has the St. Vitus Cathedral. Oh, here's another beautiful church here. Do you know which building this is?
Well, this is the church of Our Lady of the Victory. Which, well, the important thing which you may find in this church is the living Jesus of Prague.
Oh.
With his 1,000 crosses.
Okay.
But the church was built why Our Lady of the Victory is because they celebrated the victory of Catholicism over the Protestants after the battle on the White Mountain, which is the beginning of the big war of 30 years, which took part in most parts of Europe in the 13th century.
Right.
300 years ago.
So is that the defeat of the Hussites?
Not exactly, just in the size. There were many more movements of the reform of church, like evangelics and other Protestants. But the new side was actually the first Protestant movement in Europe, and it held place in France, in the Czech Republic.
Okay.
So it was, in a way, the final defeat of what started with the new side in the 14th century. Because then Bohemia became the biggest center of Protestantism in Europe. So we were in real trouble with the Roman Catholic Church. And that's why Prague was defeated for the first time.
Yes.
I mean, it started here, though the real battle of the War of 30 Years actually started in Bohemia, and then it spread in many parts of Europe, including Sweden, and it in a way ended by the defeat of Prague one more time in 1648. When, the Swedes were supported by the students of the Charles University at the other end of the Charles Bridge. So all this part of Prague was sacked of all the historic treasures, paintings, sculptures, towers, everything was taken into Sweden. So there's a lot from the Prague Castle area and all the monasteries, all the palaces in the lesser town, which disappeared at that period. This church, it's probably one of the most beautiful Baroque churches, called the Church of St. Nicholas. But attention, there's another St. Nicholas in the Old Town area, just the Old Town as well. But this is probably more important and more interesting one. And the house of
which one?
The white one is an ancient Jesuit college. So it's a place where the Jesuits were foreign languages. Before they went to teach the Evangelium to all around the world, including Mexico, for example.
Oh, wow.
And you see, compared to the church, it's really humble. All which have to serve their own use had to be really humble. But the churches which were here, the glory of Jesus Christ, should be really, really beautiful.
Funny way, I remember he was very young.
We're really close to the walls here. Basically going through a little tunnel here. There we go. I always love rides on public transport because you get a feel for a place. You get an idea.
The wall run now. The wall of the garden, which belongs to one of the biggest palaces of Prague Castle, which is called the Wallenstein Palace.
Oh yeah.
You know who Wallenstein was?
He was a field marshal or a military, military leader, I think, in the 30-year War.
That's it.
Yeah.
And he was Catholic, so he gained a lot of money with being that, and he built for that enormous palace, this enormous garden.
Yes. And he wanted to outshine Matani, actually, right?
But he was as well the money holder. He made us take money.
Oh, really?
A
Oh.
lot of non-precious metal.
Now, what is this big square here?
It's called, I mean, there's a part which is called Holesovice. There's a metro station. And it's more like, I mean, you see that house, it's already the riding hall of the Wallenstein Palace.
Okay.
I mean, originally there was no settlement here because, I mean, it was on a flooded area. It was too low, it was next to the river, and three, just as one of the bridges, more than one going to the old town area again. But I mean, originally the first crossing through the river before the bridges turned it in Prague, was started here.
Okay.
So you can imagine it was a really living place with all the merchants trying to get through the river and so on.
So the river was used for shipping and transportation?
For transporting wood, for example.
Wood, yeah.
Was building wood.